perimeter. Perimeter. We've done a tiny bit with perimeter. I want to show you a helper word inside perimeter that'll help remind you what perimeter is. So go ahead and circle inside the word perimeter. We see a mini word called rim. We see a mini word called rim. Perimeter. Yeah.
I thought it was meter.
What does that look like, meter? What is the rim? When we're talking about a rim, what are we talking about? Sit up, Annabella. Eliana, what am I talking about? Yeah, an edge. A rim is like an edge. What else are we talking about when we hear the word rim? What does that mean? Brayden?
Like something on the outside or something?
Yeah, an outside. Almost like an outside border. The perimeter, when we're using that to measure, that measures the outside distance of a shape. Area, if we remember, measures the inside space. Perimeter is only talking about the outside distance. So underneath this, we're going to write perimeter measures the distance around. That's that key word. A shape. We've been measuring the inside of a shape. This time we're going to be just looking at going around a shape. When we're solving for the perimeter, we're still going to use tiling. Which basically means we can still count the squares. We're just not counting the squares on the inside. We're counting the squares now on the outside. So we're still using that tiling, using those squares, and we're still using our dimensions. So in order to find the perimeter, we need to know what is the length, what is the width. So just like area, we still need to know those tiles. Just like area, we still need to know those dimensions. So we're going to do the perimeter of this shape. Go ahead and draw a rectangle. This rectangle is a 3 by 4 rectangle, so go ahead and label those dimensions. Gavin, we're writing. Just like when we did area, we know that there are squares on the inside of that shape, even if we can't see them. They are still there. Does that make sense? Is this laser vision on? If you want to see them, they are there. To find the perimeter, though, I'm only counting the squares on the outside. I'm not worried about what's on the inside. Okay? So a good trick that I use is I like to trace each side to remind myself, oh yeah, I counted that. So I'm going to start in the corner. Go ahead and trace up that first side. How long was that side? Ethan, how long was it? 3. So I'm going to write 3. Remember, I'm adding my distance, so I'm going to put a plus sign. From there, I'm going to go across. How long was that distance? Lucy? 4. So I'm going to add that to my equation, 4. Am I done?
No.
But I only have 2 dimensions. They only gave me a 3 and a 4. Adrian?
Apparently there's going to have to figure it out.
I have to figure out what those other dimensions are. If I keep going and I go down this side, what is that dimension? What actually is that dimension, Arwen?
Oh, 3.
It's 3. And you know that because it's the exact same length as that dimension. Opposite sides in a rectangle are equal. So let's add that to our equation. And then we're going to go across that bottom to connect back. We've done our full shape. But we don't have a dimension here. What is that dimension of that bottom length, Miranda? 4. Again, opposite sides are equal. So we're going to add that. There is my perimeter equation. However you want to group it together and solve them, go ahead and solve that perimeter equation. When you figure it out, give me that secret thumb. Bryce, what'd you get? 14. Giving me 2 signal if you also got 14. Now, unlike area, I am not squaring my units. It's just going to be 14 units. Does that make sense? Area, I square it because some of them get double counted because I use multiplication. With perimeter, I'm just counting the outside. Okay, so far so good? Alright, let's do another one. Alright, so we got a lost dog poster. Amanda's making a poster for her lost dog. The poster board is 4 feet by 3 feet. She plans to put a bright green ribbon around the edge of her poster. How much ribbon does she need to buy? Go ahead and read that problem one more time, and then figure out what your answer sentence is going to be. Amount of ribbon. But yes. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. This one. Oh, come on. There we go. She needs blank. Actually, you know what I'm going to use? I'm going to use our unit. Because it tells me that I'm measuring in feet. I'm going to say blank feet. Sure. Show me with your fingers. Where is this ribbon going? Show me with your fingers. Where is this ribbon going? All over. Alright, I see Easton doing this. Is it going on the outside? Or is it going on the whole thing?
Outside.
Outside. You remember when we learned how to go area? We're going to do another trick to remember the difference between perimeter. If you can snap, this will be really cool. If you can't snap, that's okay. So we're going to start. Perimeter, we know, measures the outside. So when I'm saying the words perimeter, I'm going to move my hands around the outside of a rectangle. Because if you were snapping while I'm talking, it's rude. Because we know perimeter measures that distance around. And then we're going to do our area to show the inside. So watch me first. Perimeter. Area. Okay, your turn. Ready? Perimeter. Area. So that's a good trick to remember. Am I filling in ribbon on the area or the perimeter? So am I going to put feet square?
No.
No, because I am not finding the area. Go ahead and draw a model of what that poster might look like. Go ahead and draw a model of what that poster might look like. If I'm making a 4 by 3 poster, it might look like this. 4 by 3. what do I do now? Got my poster. I know that I'm doing perimeter and going around that outside. What do I do now? What do I do now? Ethan, what do I do now?
Now you are gonna like we did with the 3x4. We are gonna shade in the sides and add all of the numbers up.
All right, so let's do that. We're gonna start at 4. Here's my first side. Here's my next side. Oh, what is that side going to be worth? 4. So let's add that to my equation. And then our bottom is going to be worth what? 3. So I'm going to add that to my equation. That equation should look very, very familiar to you.
And it's the same.
So that should be very, very quick for you to find the perimeter. How much feet of ribbon does she need to buy? How many feet of ribbon? Annabella?
14.
14 feet of ribbon. How much space does she have to make her poster? Like to put the lost dog picture and to put her information on? Would she put that in the area or the perimeter? She would put it on the inside of the poster, the area. What is the area of her poster? A little bit different. What is the area of her poster? Really?
The space inside.
Yeah, I know. I want to know how much that is.
Oh.
It is not 14. No. We're measuring the space inside. How do I measure the space inside? How do we measure area? How do I measure the space inside? If you don't know, you have a notebook full of knowledge sitting right there. Brayden, how do I measure the space inside? By what? Okay, but that doesn't tell me how many spaces are inside. Azalea, what do I do?
We did 50.
Okay, but that doesn't tell me how to find that.
I found that.
What do we do? Scarlett, what am I going to do? Okay, why?
Because if you have 23 times 4, you get 110.
Is that an array?
Yes.
Yes, you can't see it until you put on laser vision. But that is an array that you were looking at. Scarlett's right. I can use multiplication because it's an array. Which means I'm going to be multiplying, Gavin, 3 times 4. What is that going to give me? What is that going to give me? Harmon? 12 units squared. So she has 12 units on the inside and 14 units around the outside. Area and perimeter are not the same. They can be the same number sometimes, but most of the time they are not the same. What measures the distance around? Perimeter. What measures the space on the inside?